Hello, welcome to another session of Learn with Veer Sagar. Today I am going to ask a question for which I have not found an answer. I took a view, I took a stand, but it has always not worked for me. And the question is, what should it be? What's more important? Loyalty to the job or loyalty to the boss? Do you work in such a way that the boss is always right, so you go after the boss, right? Doesn't matter what he does. Or do you say, if the boss is not doing the right thing, I'm going to ignore him and do what's right for the job? It's a very difficult, tricky question. And I always believed that if you are loyal to the job, you can't go wrong. Your bosses may change, their bosses may have you, but the job for which you have been employed remains constant, and therefore you should remain loyal to the job. It does not work. It gives you a lot of happiness. You feel proud of yourself because you are delivering something, you're doing something wrong. But it's always not good for your career. And when it hits you, you don't know when it hits you or what hit you. My first job, John Dunlop, as a management trainee. Right? I joined as a trainee. Right? And as a trainee, you know what you're supposed to do. Then over a period, I joined different departments. And in every department, I said, how do I add value to this job? How do I make this job bigger and better? And if I make that job bigger and better, I get to become bigger and better. And most of the time it worked. Because at that time, I had bosses who were very confident of themselves and who do not look at you as competition. This works very well as long as your boss does not see you as competition. The moment he starts seeing you as competition and he says, he's not loyal to me, therefore tomorrow, right, he may not support me. He may go above me. Therefore, let me cut him to size. It works well when, a lot of times in the multinationals, you have managers who are coming in, right, who stay for 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, and then move on. And they get assessed by what they do in that period. So their objective always has been, in that period, to do the best they can do for the company, for the job. So that when they leave behind something. And they are not competing with you. Because they are not looking at a job or a position in India. They're looking for a job or position in London or in other part of the world. So they encourage you to full loyalty of the job, and that's what I got. Later on, moved on and they got replaced by Indian managers. This came back to bite. Because the Indian managers then wanted to see, is he loyal to me? And I used to keep saying, look, if I am loyal to the job and I'm working for you and I do a good job, the credit goes to you, the reflection goes to you. So if I am loyal to the job, by default or by implication, I'm loyal to you. But that does not work like that. And a lot of times, a manager sees you as a threat and then he finds a way to eliminate you. Something you need to watch and have loyalty to men. Now, this was in multinationals. What about in Indian-owned companies, what quote-unquote Lala companies? One would think that loyalty to the Lala or loyalty to the job is a very good thing because if the job goes up, the company goes up, especially in my position when I was a CEO. If the company does well, the job does well, then the reflection goes to the owners because they own the company. And by implication they do well. Again, does not work like that. In fact, a lot of time in my career, I was fighting more with the management, with the chairman and his people, than I was fighting with the market. And I just say, look, you and I should be on the same side. I'm working for you. Right? If the company does well, it goes to you, it doesn't go to me. I only get thrilled, I get satisfaction, I got a lot of, maybe a name, a reputation of as a good manager, but I get a lot of happiness and satisfaction of having a job well done for which I'm getting paid and I'm giving value for money to the organization. Again, doesn't work like that. So you have to then decide what is good. And if it is, why is it? And if any one of you do find an answer, please let me know, because I'm very interested in knowing. Right? Okay, next time, I'm going to take up another subject that has been given to me. How do I add value to the job? So till that time, it's Veer Sagar saying thank you very much till we meet again. Bye.